What is an underachiever? Here are 6 easy ways you can tell. Have you ever been told that you're a smart and talented person, full of potential, yet performing below expectations? Do you find yourself knowing that you could do more and be more, but you're not sure where to start? Consider this. What if you're just an underachiever who needs that little push to start accomplishing things? So, what is an underachiever, and how can you overcome it? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, an underachiever is a person whose performance is lower than you would expect, based on that person's ability. Similarly, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines the word underachiever as one who fails to attain a predicted level of achievement or does not do as well as expected. For example, a student who is believed to have a high IQ, but does not do well in school, is called an underachiever. The same goes for a talented person who is not reaching their full potential at work or a skilled athlete who performs poorly in sports events. Now that you know what an underachiever is, let us explore the different types of underachievers. Types of underachievers. The concept of underachievement has been studied for several decades now, particularly in the field of psychology. In the book, The Psychology of Underachievement, Differential Diagnosis and Differential Treatment, 1988, psychologists Harvey Mandel and Sander Marcus discussed 6 main types of underachievers, with a particular focus on students or learners are the following. 1. The coasting underachiever. As the term suggests, this type of underachiever is simply coasting through life. The coasting underachiever also exhibits general satisfaction with life and is not too worried about the future. 2. The anxious underachiever. The anxious underachiever typically has low confidence, paired with a high level of self-doubt. This type of underachiever also needs regular support and encouragement. 3. The defiant underachiever. This kind of underachiever tends to be the hot-tempered type. More common among pre-adolescent boys, defiant underachievers often annoy others and usually blame other people for their mistakes. 4. The sad or depressed underachiever. The sad, depressed underachiever has low self-esteem and is generally miserable most of the time. As students, they lack the energy to focus on their studies. They also find it hard to make decisions. 5. The wheeler-dealer underachiever. As the term implies, this type of underachiever is egoistic, impulsive, and manipulative. These are the kind of people who often seek instant reward or gratification and tend to lie, cheat, or even steal to get what they want. Wheeler-dealer underachievers usually exhibit an attractive personality. 6. The identity search underachiever. You probably guessed it. Identity search underachievers are those people who are constantly searching for their self-identity, so much so that they cannot focus on work and their studies. The identity search underachiever is also notorious for having intense egotism. Signs of underachievement. Aside from the different types mentioned, there are signs indicating that you may not be accomplishing as much as you could or not living up to your full potential. Here are several signs of being an underachiever. You are just getting by. Similar to the coasting underachiever viewed earlier, you are simply getting by. Sure, you do just enough to pass your subjects in school or maintain a satisfactory performance at work, but that's it. Bare minimum appears to be your mantra. You are simply doing enough to survive. You procrastinate a lot. You know you have to finish that paper, study for an important test, or focus on a significant project. "I'll do it tomorrow" is something you may often say. By the time you need to submit your work or take that exam, you scramble to finish the things you're supposed to do. The result may be okay or satisfactory, but then again, it's not your best work. 3. You lack planning and time management skills. Speaking of time, you could be an underachiever if you're not very good at managing it. But think about how much you could achieve by improving these skills. You also get the satisfaction of ticking off each task as you finish. You're always making excuses. You're an underachiever if you make excuses for your faults. When you fail a subject or don't perform well in a task, you always have an excuse. You often sweet talk to get out of work. Similar to the wheeler-dealer, underachiever mentioned earlier, you use your charm to try to get out of work. Top reasons why underachievers underachieve. We've discussed the traits and signs, so now, let's talk about the reasons. What are the factors that could have led you to become an underachiever? You're afraid of failure and success, too. Fear of failure hinders you from going out of your comfort zone. In the same way, success frightens you, too. In the end, you end up simply staying where you are, yearning to be something bigger but afraid to move forward. You're depressed. Have you ever been depressed or been diagnosed with depression? If you are taking antidepressant medications, this could further affect your mood since some medications may have certain side effects. You have commitment problems. Success doesn't happen overnight. It also involves forming good relationships with others, be it at home, in school, or the workplace. However, if you are not keen on establishing ties, this could hinder you from achieving success. You don't get along with most people. How do other people see you? As mentioned earlier, connecting with people is part of growth. You lack focus. Are you easily distracted while studying or working? If it takes you a long time to accomplish something that could be done quicker, then you need to improve your focus and concentration skills. How to overcome underachievement. So, you've observed the signs, determined the reasons, and confirmed that, indeed, you're an underachiever. What's next? How can you overcome it? Is it possible to stop being an underachiever? The answer is yes. You can overcome it by following these tips. 1. Set realistic goals. You have goals, but perhaps they are not feasible or realistic. As a result, no matter how hard you try and how much you've achieved, you feel dissatisfied. Think about it. You may need to readjust your goals and expectations. This way, as you move gradually towards them, you will feel a greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction every step of the way. 2. Break big goals into smaller ones. Do not attempt to achieve something big all at once. Remember that growth and success take time. Rather than trying to reach a big goal, consider breaking it into smaller ones instead. Take things one step at a time. As soon as you finish one small goal, take time to congratulate yourself before moving on to the next one. 3. Improve your planning skills. Earlier, we discussed that lack of planning is a sign of being an underachiever. Fortunately, anybody can hone this skill. You can do this by reading books or attending workshops on planning, organizing, and time management. You can also seek advice from friends and colleagues who are good planners and organizers. 4. Be more positive. This may be easier said than done, but then again, strive to develop a more positive way of thinking. Get in touch with family and friends who can help you have a brighter outlook in life. And if you are depressed, and don't know what to do not hesitate to seek professional help. 5. Don't stop dreaming. Big things, small things, everything starts with a dream. Dreams give us the desire and motivation to pursue greater things. Do not let problems, setbacks, other people, and yourself stop you from dreaming. What is an underachiever, really? Are you indeed one? Unfortunately, other than the telltale signs I shared earlier, there's no straightforward answer for this. Only time can tell. Do you know somebody who has the potential to be great but keeps underachieving? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're rolling out tons of content about productivity, self-improvement, and motivation in the next few weeks, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching and we hope to see you in the next video.